everyone, it's Morgan from For the Love of Paper, and I'm back with another Project Life catch-up video. So this is my fourth spread for the month of July, I think. Pretty sure it's my fourth spread. Anyway, it's for July. So I am slowly catching up on my Project Life process videos. It will have to continue over into next year, but that won't be every day. I'm going to try and space it out, maybe do 1 or 2 a week in the catch-up series, and then continue on with new stuff. And I will also have some 12 by 12 layouts to share, plus I've got a few other little projects that I want to share with you as well. I am doing December daily this year as well, but I haven't filmed any of that because I've been doing it really differently than I have the last few years, so I'll just do a walkthrough of that in the new year. So that's pretty much caught you up to date on everything. I'll go back to the layout. I've done enough rambling for now. So the first photo is of Sam and Frank. We went down to the river for a walk and they were being silly monkeys. Oh, that was Sam's hand. He obviously walked in to say hello when I was filming that one. So yeah, they were being silly monkeys and making me take funny photos of them. So this was just one in a series of funny photos. Excuse me. So I just went through and found some pattern paper that I wanted to use as the background. I've kind of almost run out of 4x6 Project Life cards. I haven't printed anymore, and I think I've only got about 5 or 6 left, and none of them I really want to use. So I'm resorting to my 6x6 paper pads to make up my 4x6 cards, which is pretty good. One, it's using up my supplies and I'm not having to print anything and spend any extra money, so yay. And 2, it just makes it a little bit different than the same old cards that I do every week. I think I'm going to have to do a big batch print at the printers very soon and get a whole lot of cards, filler cards and journaling cards printed out for next year as well. I really want to use the new Project 52, is that what it's called, collection. I can't remember what it's called, like what its proper full name is, but the one for 2017. I really want to use that, but it hasn't come out in the app yet. I know I could buy the digital download from the store, but it's so much more expensive than, you know, a $3, $2 app or purchase inside an app. So I'm really hoping that it comes out before the end of the year, or hopefully by the end of January, because I won't scrap January until February because I'm always a month behind. So I'm really hoping it comes out before then so I can print some of those off because they look really cool. Otherwise I might just have to splurge and buy the digital version for the computer. Yeah, so that's my plan for next year, and I want to continue using the other Project 52 that I like, and I really like the Currently edition, and I still really like the Midnight edition. Not the yellows really, but the black and whites. I've also turned a lot of my cards into black and white, so even though they're color in the app, I alter them in Photoshop and make them black and white or grey, or mute them down so that all my backgrounds are quite muted, only because my photos are usually full of color. Like, I very rarely have minimal color in my photos, mainly because everyone wears bright colors and there's always toys in the background or something like that. So that's why I try and tend to use very neutral filler cards and journaling cards in my layouts. Might do a process video on that, on how I get all the cards off my phone onto my computer and then how I edit them. I might put that in the program for next year sometime. And I am thinking about doing a few extra things on the channel next year as well, and just changing things up a little bit from what I did this year. I think my Project Life's still going to be the same as this year though, just like the way I've done it. I really liked the monthly layouts instead of doing something every week. Just getting all the photos together, and however many layouts that is, that's how many layouts I do. I know August, it is literally one full 12 by 12 and then it's half a 12 by 6 insert. That's all the photos for April, and August, and September I think is only 2 layouts because I just didn't take very many photos in those months. So rather than trying to, you know, eke out a whole week with 2 photos, I just put it in, and it makes the year a bit, it makes the album a bit smaller. I can fit it all into one album, I think, this year, rather than 2. So I'm going to continue with that. And yeah, so I didn't really do much on that layout. Time's gone past and I've rambled a lot, but nothing's really happened with this layout. I just did my journaling on a sticker and stuck it down. You saw what I did. This one here is a photo of, this is Sam's new room. Once we found out we were expecting, we decided that we wanted the bedroom that he had to be the baby's room or the nursery, because it's right next to our master bedroom, whereas the room he's in now is right at the other end of the hallway, like the complete opposite end of the house. So I thought it would be easier to have the baby closer to us. So to make the transition a little bit easier for him, we let him go to Kmart and he picked out new sheets and a new mat and a new pillow and a couple of other bits and pieces. And my mum was over and she helped me set up his whole room. We stuck things to the walls and everything, and it looked really, really cool. So he was pretty happy to give up his previous room and move down there because it was all new for him. Just kind of exciting. So then I just used that to-do list to make a checklist of all the things that we did in his room. I didn't have enough things to fill in every spot, but that's all right. I think I put a sticker or something there anyway. So I quite like using those checklist, to-do list boxes just for things like that. Like, it doesn't have to be, you know, your list of things that you have to do today. It was just what I did in that photo, which is kind of cool. I like that. And it saves me having to write journaling, you know, we blah 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 did this and blah blah blah, and it's a bit more fun and easier to read. So if anyone's reading it in the future, they don't have to read a whole paragraph about that. So yeah, I'm going to print off some more of those, I think. Definitely. I'll add that to the list. And then this photo that I'm doing here was all his superhero costumes. I got some hooks that hang over the door and they're shaped like lightning bolts and are freaking cute as. I think they're only like $6-7 for a packet of 3, and they're metal, so they're really solid. And I just hooked them over his door and then hung all his superhero costumes on top of that. So it's like a little superhero wardrobe for him, and he thinks that's pretty cute. And I don't know what else I do. I don't think I actually cut many things down from here. The bottom photo is, or the bottom 2 photos is, we went on a bushwalk one Saturday morning, and it's through the bush and everything, and there's tracks and everything made, and they've got excuse me, some, like a big pond in there, and like a big excuse me, sorry, big pergola rotunda thing, and it's got all this information about the area, and then it's got all this stuff about dinosaurs. So it's got all these dinosaur footprints that you can follow the path around, and it's got like fake bones and stuff like that. The roof of it's made out of these pretend dinosaur bones, and the kids think it's just the best thing ever. Friends of ours live across the road from it. That's how we found it, because it's not really advertised anywhere. So that's one of Sam's favourite places to go. And I think that's this layout almost completed. Just added a couple of embellishments there and wrote the date in on that little sticker. And that's it, guys. So thanks for watching, and I will be back again tomorrow with another catch-up video. Bye!